So people are talking about long form and short form content like it's a binary choice between the two. And there's actually a third type of format which is becoming increasingly more popular on YouTube, and that's medium length videos. So it's no secret that everyone's attention spans on the internet is becoming increasingly smaller. But I don't think that all information can be condensed into a 60-second short. So over the last couple of years, we've seen this explosion of short form vertical shot content. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. And it seems like content creators are just trying to cram everything they've got to say into 60 seconds and then edit cuts in every 1 or 2 seconds, overload you with visuals and just keep those dopamine hits coming. And I think that still works to a certain extent in some genres, particularly the entertainment niche with the younger audiences. But it feels like we've all been told that we've just got a choice now between creating long drawn out content in horizontal form or super fast paced vertical short form content. And don't get me wrong, I think there's a place for all of these types of content depending on what you're creating. So what I've started to notice on one of my channels, which is a tutorial-based channel, is that if I try to go too deep and spend 15 to 20 minutes explaining a topic, I'm getting less engagement than on some of my other posts which are shorter. So lately I've just started experimenting with just taking a single topic and creating a 4 to 5 minute explainer video that doesn't feel super rushed or ultra retention edited, but just takes one piece of valuable information and packages that up into a 4 or 5 minute segment that just delivers that one key piece of advice or content that I'm trying to teach. So I'm finding this middle ground of creating medium length videos in horizontal format to be quite effective. I honestly think we're seeing a shift away from this ultra high retention edited short form content where you can't let your viewer digest anything for more than 2 seconds without a million jump cuts. Even the man accredited with starting this trend, Mr. Beast, has recently come out saying that he's going to focus more on storytelling and do slightly longer style videos. And I think for informational or tutorial type content, there's a bit of a middle ground. I personally don't see as much engagement on my 20 to 30 minute videos anymore. And that middle ground seems to be around this sort of medium length format, where you give the viewer one neatly wrapped nugget of information in a really digestible, consumable way. And I don't think this is just a trend we're going to see on YouTube. We've even got TikTok is now reportedly boosting horizontal posts for some users and encouraging people to post stuff up to 10 minutes long. So we might be finally seeing a bit of a shift away from this constant obsession with everything being vertical, which at first seems a bit odd because that was TikTok's whole thing from the beginning. But if we look at what YouTube said recently about the big shift to watching YouTube videos on smart TVs, then this starts to make a bit more sense. So YouTube are predicting that smart TVs are going to be big. And if desktops and smart TVs is where people are consuming their content, then there's going to be less demand for vertical format and more for horizontal. So I'm going to test this theory over the next few weeks. I'm going to start posting some of my longer form horizontal content up to TikTok and see what happens. So I think it's always good to experiment and try new formats and try new video styles and see what resonates with your audience. Personally, I'm finding these 3, 4, 5 medium length videos to be getting really good engagement on a couple of my channels. So it's something I'm going to keep doing. As always, I'd like to hear from you. Have you noticed any difference with engagement rates on your longer form videos versus anything that you've put out that's a little bit shorter? Drop a comment with your thoughts, and while you're there, why not subscribe? Push it to the limit,